so I found this Cort M200 in a local Vinnie store, and I just bought it for 95 Aussie dollars. But it was at the beginning it was 300 when I saw it for the first time, and then they lowered it down to about 200, and just this morning I saw it was lowered down again to 95. So I thought that, well, this is a good price point for this stuff. I don't know anything about this model, but in general I think chord guitars, they have a good quality, and this is a really dirty, but it's not in a so much rough shape. There's no much rust around the components. One thing that probably is faulty, I didn't test anything, but probably this switch is faulty because it feels, it feels so, it feels faulty. It feels like nothing is happening inside. So yeah, don't know the word for that, but yeah, probably I need to replace this one. And so later I'll take out the strings, clean it a little bit, and probably clean the pots, and I'll look around to order one of those online, probably replace it with a good quality switch. Yeah, I think it was a good deal at the end. Let's see what we can do with that. So the first thing here is to remove the old rusty strings so I can liberate the bridge tailpiece and also have access to the pickups.
Now that you're gone, who else gonna tell them?
I decided to test apple vinegar to remove the rust from the screws and some other components.
Dear Roger, what do you think you know about this place? It wasn't your decision to make. Now that you're old,
I'm completely removing the pickups mounting rings. That will give me the opportunity to clean up the cloth that revolves the bobbins. Then also all the screws will be immersed in apple vinegar. To clean up the bridge tailpiece, I will start with this Dunlop polish and cleaner. There was also some sticky material on the tailpiece. To clean up that, I'll use the apple vinegar again. And here we can see the final result in the tailpiece. It looks close to brand new.
what have you done?
For the next step, I covered the pickups with tape. The intention here is to clean and polish the frets, but because I don't have a steel wool sponge, I'm using a regular dish sponge, always protecting the underlying fingerboard with tape. Time to remove the price tag from Vinnie's. On the fingerboard, I'll use the fingerboard cleaner and prep and the fingerboard deep conditioner from Dunlop. After the bath in apple vinegar, you can see the screws and the springs look much better. It's time now to put the mounting rings back in place.
it's time to place the tailpiece back and put some new strings. I'm using a pencil to apply some graphite to the saddles. I hope that will decrease the friction between the strings and the saddles and provide more tuning stability. I also apply graphite to the nut slots. Here a little bit more of polishing cleaner on the headstock and tuning machines. Finally, time for new strings. And here is an overview of the Cort M200 after all the cleaning and basically just receiving some love. It looks much better to me. As I took out the pickups from the mounting rings, I wasn't sure about the pickup height, so I took the measures in a piece of paper from my PRS SE and then applied the same measure to the pickups I have in the Cort, at least for now. Let's have a quick look into the electronics. As I suspected from my intro, the pickup selection switch is not working properly, so I already ordered a new one for replacement. The replacement is this DiMarzio toggle switch. It looks and feels much more reliable than the original one. It comes with two tips, one black and one cream.
What can we control?
The pickups in this guitar have the same wire colors, so before removing the old switch, I'm marking the neck pickup wire with a piece of tape. The old switch had one pin connected to the live wire of the bridge pickup, the other one connected to the live wire of the neck pickup. The middle pin was connected to the volume pot. Also, there was a ground connection to the enclosure of the switch. I'm now applying some solder to the terminals of the new switch. The web provides a lot of different diagrams for connecting this kind of switch in a guitar with two pickups. The issue here was that the new switch was too high for the electronics nest that we had in the Cort, so I needed to carve a little bit the wood around the switch hole to make the new switch fit into the cavity. Before fixing the new switch in place, I plugged the guitar into an amplifier to test if the three positions are working properly. Then after fixing the switch, I tested again before closing the electronics cavity. I didn't mention before, but the potentiometers seems to be working really fine. They are not noisy, they are not scratchy, so they are not great quality, but yeah, I have no intention to replace them for now. Now that the electronics are fixed, it's time to face another challenge. Probably we can see in this image that the action of the strings is pretty high. And also you can see in this other image that the neck is a little bit tilted forward, so we need to fix that. I also found some buzzing in the 15th fret, so this is probably also caused by the tilted neck. So let's uncover and then adjust the truss rod. Adjusting the truss rod, I brought the neck to a really low action and comfortable spot, but there was still a little bit of buzzing for the B and G strings. I came to a conclusion that this is due to a couple of badly leveled frets. So because I don't have the tools to level the frets or crown them, I compensating elevating the bridge height a little bit for the higher strings. With this workaround, I came to a spot where the buzzing is not audible in the amplifier. Once I acquire the right tools for the job, I'll probably revisit this issue. The next thing now is to adjust intonation using the saddles. Because I adjusted the neck, now the string height is different from what it was before. So I'm using this piece of paper to take the height from the PRS again, and then I'll try to apply the same height to the chord pickups. And now, finally, let's hear some demos from the final result.
Bye.